do, end up in the news now. Yeah, lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby, pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella. Forget it. Yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies now. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush. You talkative, ain't got it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Saints going up against the Dolphins.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They send Parker in motion left. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
There hasn't been much to crow about when we talk about defenders in New Orleans in recent years. But Cameron Jordan certainly is a guy that we should respect.
Is he what they will kind of build around on that line?
Yeah, they have to, because not only is he a good player out on the edge, he can work inside a little bit as well. But it's his leadership and his passion for the game that they'll really utilize.
In motion, Julius Thomas. They run again with Ajayi. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Alex Anzalone in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This from 44 yards away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Again's got it. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. Second down here. Here's Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. They send Stills in motion. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Ginn. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Cameron Wake, one of 3 NFL players in the last decade to have 10 or more sacks at the age of 34+. The other 2, Julius Peppers, John Abraham.
He makes game-changing plays as well. 9 forced fumbles in the last 2 seasons.
Breeze to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now Breeze on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. William Hayes in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now the 9th-year man from LSU, Thomas Morstead, on to punt. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. He hits his running back, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On first down, it's Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. That'll bring up second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
now. They give to Ajayi. And an alley to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Breeze now on first down. He lets it go deep for Fleener. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They toss to Ingram. Oh, nice move. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
You never know where motivation's going to come from. I remember in 2016, Mark Ingram fumbled in 2 consecutive games and got benched in the second game, but bounced back to go over 1,000 yards for the season.
Yeah, first time in his 6 NFL years that he's done that, finished with 1,043. They go play action here on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Raekwon McMillan in there to drop him. And that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. A play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Kiko Alonso in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down again. Lawrence Timmons. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Tannehill. And he's taken down here by the Saints. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Ginn. Shifts by him at the 25. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kowanisi in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Left side and caught by Flainer. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
first down throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now Damian Williams to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Yardage back to the 29. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. First and 10, here's Breeze. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. When you and I did the weekly commentary updates last year, it seemed like we always used to talk about Michael Thomas week after week.
And it piled up. 92 catches on the season, but the thing that really struck me was doing a New Orleans game and talking with a few of his teammates who talked about how much the game meant to him. And he was upset with guys he didn't think cared about the game enough. Unusual for a rookie, but it's a good sign for him.
Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. The motion man here, Fleener. Now a play fake here on first down. And brought in here by Fleener. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. Breeze now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They run with Ajayi. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking. Yeah,
at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They send Parker in motion left. They'll send Parker in motion right. Now it's Ajayi. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down now after the pass completion. This is Ajayi. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. You remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Nick Fairley breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play clock winding down. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down following the run. They'll send Landry in motion right. Here's Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Manti Te'o coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Now it's Tannehill. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Time running out here on the play clock. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They run for it with Ajayi. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Ajayi stopped short on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. gains yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Brees going to throw, and Thomas has it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans 1st. Saints were the best team in the NFL on 3rd down last year. 49% conversion rate. Helps when you have Drew Brees back there. It certainly does, because he is just so analytical in everything he does. Goes through every progression on every snap in practice, so not much surprises him on game day. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Brees. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT? Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot. Back to throw, Brees. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Brees to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. To throw is Brees. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That was very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, time not on their side here. In fact, a lot going against them. They do have a small glimmer of hope. No one likes to play extra football. They want to go for the win right now.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Lutz's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last